I found this really unusual crochet stitch in a vintage book, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to crochet it step by step. It's much easier than it looks. The stitch doesn't have a name in the book, it's just known as stitch 66. So what do you think we should call it? Let me know down in the comments. I think we should call it the shark fin stitch. Anyway, let's get learning this unique stitch. So start your crochet with a slip knot using your preferred method. This is how I prefer to make my slip knots. Now make a starting chain that's a multiple of 6 plus 2. So for the purposes of this tutorial I'm going to use 20, but you can make your swatch of this stitch as big as you like. I think it would work really well for a summer wrap. So there's my starting chain of 20, and now we're ready to start row 1. So row 1 is nice and easy, and it's a row of single crochet. That's single crochet using US terminology. So make a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So we're skipping this first chain here, and I'm going to make a single crochet in the stitch after that. Then make a single crochet in each stitch across to the end of your starting chain, and I'll meet you back here at the end of the row. So here I am at the end of row 1 with my row of single crochet, and now we're ready for row 2. So row 2 is where we're going to start making those triangle shark fin shapes. So start row 2 with a chain of 1. This does not count as a stitch. Then turn your work over because we're working back and forth in rows for this stitch. Now work a single crochet into your first stitch, skipping that chain 1 we just made. So I'm making a single crochet there. Next, chain 6. This doesn't count as a stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to be working into this chain for our next few stitches to create that shark fin shape. So into the second chain from the hook, work a single crochet. And then into each of the next stitches we're going to be working the next stitch up in order of height. So the next tallest stitch after a single crochet is a half double crochet. So if you've not done a half double crochet before, we yarn over, put our hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on our hook, and that is a half double crochet. Now the next stitch up in order of height is a double crochet, so we make a double crochet into the next stitch, which you should already be familiar with. And then the next stitch up in height from that is a treble crochet. So this is the same as a double crochet, but we yarn over twice to start with. So I'm yarning over twice, put my hook into the chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. You should now have 4 loops on your hook. Then yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2, and that is a treble crochet. And in that final chain we're going to make a double treble crochet. So we're going to yarn over 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and then put your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. You should now have 5 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2 4 times. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you can see there we've made, if I turn it this way, that shark fin shape. So we're now going to join this triangle shape back to our piece of crochet, so our row 1 row of single crochets here. So we're going to skip 5 stitches after the last single crochet into that piece of row 1, so here. So I'm going to skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then into the stitch there, so it's the 6th stitch after our original single crochet, we work a single crochet into it, and that joins that triangle to our first row there. And we're going to repeat this all the way along the row. So I will work another triangle with you, and if you are a complete beginner and you're not sure about each of these steps, I will take you through each of these stitches step by step here, just for those who are beginners. So chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then work a single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So there's my single crochet, and then a half double crochet into the next stitch. So yarn over, put your hook into the chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. Should now have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. So that's a half double crochet. Next is a double crochet, yarn over, put your hook into the chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. That's 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then into the next chain, yarn over twice, put your hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. You should now have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And into that next chain we're going to work a double treble crochet. So yarn over 3 times, put your hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. This stitch is quite long, as you can see. And then we skip 5 stitches from our first row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into this 6th stitch we make a single crochet. So continue those steps all the way along until the end of the row. Don't forget you can pause, rewind and slow down this tutorial if I've gone a little bit too fast for you. So yeah, I'll meet you back at the end of row 2 and I'll show you what we're doing for row 3. So this is what your crochet should look like at the end of row 2, and we're now ready for row 3. Start row 3 with a chain of 5. This counts as your first double treble crochet stitch. So that double treble stitch we used down here, we're going to be doing in row 3 again. So once you've made your starting chain turn over, so you're looking at the back of your shark fin shapes, then we're going to make a single crochet into the tip of that shark fin. So in that tip there, kind of that chain 1, our turning chain from when we did that shark fin. So I'll show you exactly where I'm going to put my hook. So I'm going in, let me get it in there and then I can show you. So I've gone under 2 loops at the top of that shark fin. It doesn't really matter what loops you go through here, you're just kind of pinning it to your crochet space so you haven't got these points kind of falling out of the crochet stitch. So you just need to go under 2 loops at the top of that shark fin. As long as you're consistent in the loops that you're going in, your crochet should still look fine. So into that space work a single crochet, just like that. And as you can see, I've kind of joined the tip of that shark fin back to the row. Now make a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to skip all of those chains there from that triangle and into the single crochet we made into the row 1. So that single crochet between our shark fin shapes there, we're going to make a double treble crochet. So the one where you yarn over 3 times before you make it. So I've yarned over 3 times, put my hook into that single crochet there, yarn over and pull up a loop. Should have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2 4 times. So there's my double treble crochet. Then we're going to repeat those steps again. So make a single crochet into 2 loops at the tip of your shark fin. So 2 loops there. And make a single crochet. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip all of the chains down the side of the shark fin and work a double treble crochet into that single crochet that's worked into row 1. So I'm going to yarn over 3 times and work that double treble crochet that we've worked previously here. And that's all you need to do across for this row. So I'll meet you back at the end of this row and I'll show you what we do for the next row. So I've made it to the end of the row and my final stitch was a double treble crochet. Now for row 4, it's a much easier row. We're going to be doing a row of single crochets. So chain 1 and turn your work over. Then we're going to work a single crochet into the next stitch and then 4 single crochets into the chain 4 space. So 1, this can get a little bit fiddly because you've got such a huge hole here. So I'm going to try and pin it a bit with my fingers there to work 4 single crochets. Into that space. Then work a single crochet into the next 2 stitches. 1, 2, and then we're at another chain 4 space, so work 4 single crochets into it. And then repeat across to the end of the row, so working those 4 single crochets into the chain 4 space, and whenever you come to an actual crochet stitch, just work 1 single crochet into it, and I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you where we put our final stitch. So I've made it to the end of row 4 and I've just worked a single crochet into that single crochet at the top of this final shark fin, and then we've got our starting chain here that, if you remember back from the start of row 3, we did a chain 5 that counts as a double treble crochet. So because that counts as a stitch, we're going to work a single crochet into that, the top of that starting chain. So if you can see, I've got my starting chain here, and into that top chain I'm going to work in there a single crochet. And that finishes off row 4, and this stitch is actually a 3-row repeat. So to continue on with this stitch, we're actually going to be repeating rows 2, 3 and 4 over and over again. So if I get my big swatch out, you can see here, this is what the swatch looks like as you're doing those repeats of 3 rows. And you can see, because we're doing an odd number of row repeats, we're doing 3 rows instead of, say, 2-row repeat. It means that the shark fin swaps the side that they're on every time you do it. So yeah, this stitch works up really quickly. It's really holey and lacy and does really well with blocking and would work great for a summer wrap. So yeah, let me know down in the description what you think we should call this stitch, and I will see you again in next week's tutorial. We're currently running a series on this channel where we're learning a new stitch every week, so check out the playlist here.